Her name is Obachan. She's 82 years old, and she's done the exact same morning routine since 1984. No changes, no shortcuts, no compromises. While the world chased productivity hacks and optimization trends, she kept doing what she's always done, 6 a.m. every single day for 40 years. And watching her, you start to understand something profound about discipline, purpose, and what it really means to live well. I'm spending the morning with my grandmother in her traditional Japanese home in rural Nagano. This isn't staged, this isn't aesthetic content, this is just her life. The life that's kept her healthy, sharp, and genuinely happy into her 80s. Let me show you what she does. Before her alarm even goes off, she's awake. Not from anxiety, not from restlessness, just ready. She tells me the body learns. After 40 years, her eyes open naturally at 5:45, 15 minutes before the day officially begins. 15 minutes of lying still, breathing, preparing mentally for the ritual ahead. The very first thing she does is slide open her shoji screen. Not to check her phone, not to rush to the bathroom. She sits at the edge of her futon and simply looks. She watches the quality of light. She listens to the birds. She notices the season. In Japan, we call this kansho, contemplative observation. She's been doing this since before I was born. Then comes the futon. Every single morning she folds it with the same precise movements. Smooth the wrinkles, fold in thirds, store in the closet. I ask her why she still sleeps on a futon when she could afford a bed. She smiles. The body stays flexible when you get up and down from the floor. And besides, why change what works? 6 a.m. exactly. She kneels before the Butsudan, the family Buddhist altar. Fresh water in the offering cup, a stick of incense, 3 deep bows. She does this for her late husband, for her parents, for ancestors whose names I've never heard. Every morning, without fail. This is her connection to something bigger than herself. Next, she opens every window in the house, even in winter, even when it's freezing. She tells me, old air out, new air in. The house needs to breathe, just like us. She walks through each room with purpose. This isn't rushed, this is intentional. 5 minutes of letting the outside world flow through her home. Still in her house clothes, she steps into her garden, not to work yet, just to look. She checks on her vegetables. She notices which flowers opened overnight. She feels the soil. She says, this is how you understand the seasons, not from a calendar, from paying attention, from being present with what's growing. Now she washes her face. Cold water, always cold water, even in December. She splashes it 30 times. I counted once. She laughed and said her mother taught her this. Cold water wakes the skin. It tightens the pores. It tells your body, we're starting now. No fancy products, just water, intention, and consistency. She changes into her daily kimono, not the conformal kind, a simple cotton kasuri work kimono in indigo blue. She's worn this style since she was a young woman. The motions of wrapping, tying, adjusting, her hands know every fold, muscle memory from 4 decades. She says wearing the same thing every day removes decisions. The mind stays clear.
The kitchen. This is where the real ritual lives. She starts rice in her electric cooker, but the rice itself was washed the night before, soaked, ready. She never rushes this. Even though modern cookers are fast, she believes rice deserves respect. It's the center of the meal, the foundation. You don't rush foundations. While rice cooks, she makes miso soup, not from instant packets, from scratch. Konbu seaweed soaking since last night. Bonito flakes shaved this morning. Tofu cut into perfect cubes. Wakame seaweed. White miso paste whisked at the end, never boiled. The same recipe her mother taught her in 1965. She pulls out her tsukemono, Japanese pickles she made herself, cucumbers, daikon radish, eggplant. Every week she prepares a new batch. This morning, she's checking yesterday's batch, tasting, adjusting salt. This is slow food. Food that connects you to time, to seasons, to the rhythm of fermentation and patience. Breakfast isn't eaten casually. She sets the low table with care. Rice bowl here, soup bowl here, pickle dish here, chopsticks aligned perfectly. I ask if this feels tedious after 40 years. She looks surprised. Tedious? This is love. Setting the table beautifully is how I show respect for the food, for the day, for myself. She eats in complete silence. No TV, no phone, no conversation. Just the sound of chopsticks, of gentle chewing, of tea being sipped. She says this is mokushai, eating meditation. When you eat silently, you taste more, you appreciate more, you waste nothing because you're fully present. After eating, she washes every dish by hand. She has a dishwasher, never uses it. Warm water, small drops of soap, each bowl cleaned with full attention. She says washing dishes is another meditation. The warm water on her hands, the simple repetitive motion. It's not a chore, it's a practice. Finally, at 7 a.m., she returns to her tatami room. She sits in seiza position, and she writes 3 things in her gratitude journal. 3 things she's grateful for today. She's filled 27 notebooks with these entries, 40 years of mornings, 40 years of noticing what matters. She closes the journal and says, now the day can truly begin. This is Obachan's routine, unchanged since 1984. No apps, no hacks, no optimization, just consistency, just presence, just the deep understanding that a life well lived isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things the same way with full attention. In Japan, we have a concept called kata, forms or patterns. In martial arts, you practice the same movements thousands of times. Obachan's routine is her kata. It's not boring, it's mastery. It's freedom found within structure. It's proof that discipline and joy can coexist. Researchers study places like Okinawa for longevity secrets. They look at diet, at exercise, at genetics. But watching Obachan, I think they miss something crucial: purpose, ritual, connection. She wakes up knowing exactly what to do. There's no decision fatigue, no morning anxiety, just the comfort of meaningful repetition. We live in a world obsessed with novelty, new routines every month, different productivity systems, constant optimization. But Obachan shows us the opposite path. 40 years, same routine, and she's more peaceful, more content, more genuinely happy than most people half her age. Maybe we've been thinking about this wrong. I asked her what she'd tell young people about routines. She thought for a long time. Then she said, find what matters, then do it every day. Don't look for the perfect routine. Find a good one and stick with it. The magic isn't in the routine itself. The magic is in the staying.
Since filming this, I've started my own version. Not the same routine. I'm not her, but the same principle. Wake up, do the important things, do them the same way. Let the repetition become meditation. Let the consistency become strength. It's changing me. Obachan is 82. She still gardens, still cooks, still walks 2 kilometers daily. Her mind is sharp, her spirit is joyful.
And I genuinely believe it's because she knows who she is, because every morning reminds her. The routine isn't a cage, it's a compass. It points her toward herself. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your own morning routine in the comments. What do you do every single day? What grounds you? And if you want more authentic Japanese lifestyle content, the real stuff, not just aesthetics, subscribe. I'm documenting these disappearing traditions before they're gone. 40 years, same routine, never changed. And somehow, that's the most radical thing I've ever seen. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Oba-chan, for showing us what true consistency looks like.